I've been watching this story for a little while, but one of the things that I like to do when I watch these stories is I like to get all of the insight and I like to see what the evidence shows. And I want to get the full context and the full videos before I highlight it. Let me bring you up to speed of what's happening, all right? This is what's happening all around the country. And this shows you that it's the culture that's trash. Western culture. And then we segment it off into black people, white people, Asian people, Latino people, Mexicans, the whole thing, right? It's the culture that's trash. Let me break it down for you and give you an update on what's going on here.
Charged with trying to murder her husband by allegedly poisoning his coffee in the newly obtained surveillance video that he says proves she did it. Eva Pilgrim is here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. They were living under the same roof in the midst of a contentious divorce, and that's when Robbie Johnson says his coffee started tasting off. So he set up hidden cameras around the house. This morning, what those cameras found.
This morning, an alleged poisoning caught on camera. Tucson police investigating these videos obtained by ABC News that airman Robbie Johnson claims shows his wife, Melody, trying to poison him by pouring bleach into his coffee maker in the midst of a contentious divorce. In a probable cause complaint, Johnson alleging the poisoning attempts began in March while the couple lived in Germany and continued when they moved back to Arizona. After noticing his coffee was tasting bad, he bought Pool chemical testing strips, which showed high levels of chlorine in his coffee pot. The strips seen in this video police are investigating, obtained by our affiliate KGUN.
I want to test it.
Hold on. Y'all still holding me accountable for holding people accountable, specifically women? Or is it important for us to really take into consideration what we're dealing with out here? Because remember, listen, I know this much, and I've done a little bit of research. One thing that I found out is that when somebody is going through a divorce, the divorcing attorneys on both sides often at times advise the clients not to leave the home. The advising attorneys, because you're splitting assets, you debating what it is that you want to pay out, alimony, kids, whatever it is your situation is, often at times they say do not leave the home, because what it does is it puts you at a disadvantage for what it is that you actually fighting for in this contentious divorce. Can you imagine? And I keep telling y'all this over and over. Monday nights, Tuesday mornings, Wednesday afternoons, Thursday evenings. I tell y'all this every single time. What you're vetting for is a wife. You looking at what it is that they look like, whether or not she gonna give that gawk 3,000, whether she gonna let you play video games, if she gonna cheat on you. You're not really paying attention to the character of a person to find out if they evil or not. It's a lot of people that's evil that haven't been caught, that we haven't put on a hidden camera to see what they're really doing. And I tell y'all all the time, the person that you're laying next to is the most important thing that you're ever going to experience in your entire life. It's the biggest business decision. It's your biggest life decision. It's your biggest mental health decision. The person that you lay next to, remember, this man is living in a house with this woman. She's poisoning his coffee ever since they was in Germany. And because she hadn't been successful up to this point, all the way back when they get into the United States of America, she's still executing on this plan. She gonna see it through. She never had a change of heart. She never switched it up. She hates this man so bad that she actually wants him dead. The person that you laying next to, you have to close your eyes next to that woman. Closing your eyes next to a person that is willing to sacrifice your life and poison you and have you die a horrible death because they don't necessarily care for you. That is insane. And they not white. They not black. They everything and everywhere. Everything and everywhere. And so we supposed to just automatically by default believe all women? Absolutely not.
This to show that it's definitely tainted. It stinks. Same strip. Big change.
Johnson setting up multiple cameras in his house, capturing the footage of his wife, who's now behind bars, charged with multiple felonies, including attempt to commit first-degree murder. According to the complaint, police found liquid that smelled like bleach inside the coffee maker and a container under her bathroom sink that smelled like bleach and had a very small amount of liquid inside of it. Her husband alleging she was trying to kill him to collect death benefits.
Crazy.
Melody has not entered a plea, her attorney declining to comment.
The state is going to have to prove that her intention was to kill him, that this wasn't some bizarre effort to clean the coffee machine, that this wasn't some mistake, that she was out to get him. And I would think that the additional investigation that they've done will support that argument.
Now, she's expected to be back in court on November 6th.
Let me give you another angle because there's a deeper dive here, and I want to make sure that we have this conversation in its entirety.
Watch this. Guaranteed. You're going to see purple. Boom. Wow.
A military wife is now charged with attempted first-degree homicide after her husband allegedly caught her on camera pouring bleach into his coffee maker. He says it was all to get life insurance benefits.
Whatever's in there, there's a lot of it.
It all started in March 2023 when an unnamed United States Air Force airman was stationed in Germany. At the time, he lived with his wife, Melody Feliciano Johnson, and their
Hey, somebody call Logic. Somebody call Logic. My guy over there in Germany, he missed the show last night. You know Logic is on a completely different time zone than us. Hey, somebody call Logic and tell them that these Germany chicks ain't too much better than what it is that we got here over in the United States of America. Somebody call Logic and say that they over there doing things over there to them too. Somebody call my homies over in the Passport Bros and tell them that just because they may not be from here, or just because they are from here, or just because they're from another culture don't necessarily mean that they for you. Can you imagine putting your life on the line every single day for your country, willing to live and die for it, and make sure that you protect the citizens here in the United States of America and their freedoms to be able to choose and live their life with liberty and dignity and justice for all, so that we can then get all of these migrants over here adjusted to our way of life so that they can start to adopt the policies of Mayor Brandon Johnson over there in New York. Over there in Chicago. Let's not get the two great cities mixed up. Over there in Chicago, and then Eric Adams over here in New York. Could you imagine? Could you possibly imagine that you went over there and you got you a Hispanic woman, a Mexican woman, a Latino woman, a Filipino woman, whatever it is that you decide that you wanted to get, and she over there putting bleach in your stuff so that she can get your death benefits? Crazy.
child. The couple is now going through a divorce. According to court documents, he, quote, started noticing that his coffee was tasting bad. He continued to drink the coffee for the next 2 to 3 weeks and then ended up buying some pool chemical testing strips as the coffee continued to taste very bad.
I wonder how long or how messed up his system is, or what it was that was supposed to happen to him. I wonder what that's like. She tried to get him in Germany before she tried to do the Shanquella Robinson to him before he even got back to the United States of America.
Bad to him.
And think about this. Look at the type of evidence that he had to put together in order to even get her arrested in the first place. Because if he just assumed, that didn't necessarily mean that it was true. This man could have got in his sleep. He had to keep his eyes closed. What if she woke up one day and was like, yo, I don't really like him, or I'm getting emotional as a result of it and all of that. What if that was a situation? How would that have played out? Huh? This is crazy.
In multiple videos, the husband uses chlorine strips to test the water in his coffee maker. Every time, the test strip returns results for high levels of chlorine.
It's crazy, man. This is crazy. K. Cooper, you wrong on that one. You wrong, K. Cooper. This man can't even drink anything in his own crib? That's crazy. That he paid for. Is this what y'all going through as military members? See the purple one wasn't even up yet? It immediately showed up as purple. Immediately popped up purple.
According to a criminal complaint, the man, quote, suspected someone was tampering with his coffee, and in May 2023, while still in Germany, he set up a camera in his house. At that point, video captures Feliciano Johnson pouring something into his coffee pot.
Look at this chick. Evil. They gonna watch your habits. They gonna pay attention to when you come, when you go. Honestly, this woman is like a serial killer. She's like a killer that is stalking people. She should be profiled in the same way that serial killers is profiled by the FBI. She's watching, she's plotting, she's sitting here looking at his habits, what he drink, how often he drinks, seeing how he reacts to it. She probably adjusting the amount that she putting in it, depending on whether or not he's turning up sick or not. She probably wondering why he didn't get as sick as he should have been. If you look at her browser history, she probably looked up how to poison husband to collect death benefits. What is my payout? It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Look, she's the housewife type. Dressing conservative.
Tonight's the night I caught her on video. So let's test this water. It's gonna be purple. Boom.
That's crazy. How many of y'all are sleeping with the enemy? How many of y'all are sleeping with the enemy and you don't even know it? Setting you up. But they may not necessarily be poisoning your coffee. They might have untightened the lugs on your car and waited till you get on the freeway to see if you was going to crash out. Huh? All of these mysterious car accidents and nowhere. He just so happened to wobble and drive off the road. Keep having a heart attack in his sleep and he 28. Heart palpitations. Be careful, man. Don't sit here and tell me that I'm crazy because I say that I don't be trusting people. Don't listen at the very person that you lay next to. I don't care what y'all divorcing over. If they are willing to poison you, be very, very aware. Be very, very careful.